Have you ever woken up one day and realized that life isn't what you thought it would be? The people around you change, your goals shift, and the world keeps moving faster no matter how ready or unready you feel. By age 30, Sigma males often find themselves grappling with harsh truths that most people avoid. These truths can feel cold, even painful, but they also reveal the hidden strengths that set Sigmas apart from the typical alpha or beta males. So, what are these harsh life lessons? Well, in this video, I'll be discussing 10 of the hardest lessons every Sigma male learns by age 30. Let's begin. Number 1. Facing the reality that time speeds up after your 20s. When you're in your early 20s, the world feels wide open, and a single year seems packed with opportunities and adventures. But the moment you hit your late 20s, you start noticing something unsettling. Time feels like it's accelerating. Psychologists often explain this by pointing out that each year forms a smaller fraction of your total life, making it seem shorter. The result? Sigma males quickly understand that they can't afford to drift aimlessly. They become more selective with the projects they undertake, the people they surround themselves with, and the habits they maintain. Simple things like late-night parties, endless scrolling on social media, or shallow relationships begin to lose their appeal. Sigmas recognize that every minute counts, prompting them to set boundaries and guard their time fiercely. By age 30, they've learned that prioritizing what truly matters, be it career goals, personal development, or meaningful connections, directly impacts their sense of purpose. This heightened urgency isn't about panic. It's about clarity. When you realize you don't have forever, you start living like every moment is valuable. Number 2. Understanding that anger is a temporary emotion. Everyone gets angry, but Sigma males learn to see anger as a fleeting spark rather than a permanent flame. The biggest danger of anger is that it can hijack your logic in the heat of the moment, pushing you to say or do things you regret later. Sigmas find a way to pause, breathe, and question whether taking immediate action, like sending that angry text or storming out of a room, will truly fix the problem. This measured approach doesn't mean they never experience rage. Instead, they channel that emotion into productive outcomes. For instance, a Sigma might funnel this frustration into working out harder at the gym, tackling a personal project with renewed vigor, or communicating calmly once he's cooled down. Over time, this discipline becomes a powerful asset. When others see the Sigma handling tense situations with composure, he earns respect for his emotional restraint. By age 30, he knows that emotional outbursts rarely bring positive results, but strategic, well-thought-out reactions can turn conflict into growth. Number 3. Realizing happiness is a byproduct, not a goal. Most people chase happiness the way they chase a missing piece of a puzzle, believing that once they find it, everything else will fall into place. Sigma males discover a sobering truth. Happiness can't be pursued like a trophy. It emerges naturally when your life aligns with your values, passions, and relationships. Imagine working on a meaningful project. Maybe it's a creative endeavor or a personal business venture. You're not smiling 24/7, but you feel a deep satisfaction that outlasts short-term highs. This mindset shift changes how Sigmas approach challenges. Instead of asking, "Will this make me happy right now?" they ask, "Will this help me become the person I want to be?" Happiness, in their view, is more like a checkpoint on a longer journey. It pops up briefly, but it's the journey itself, filled with grit, failure, triumph, and growth, that makes life worth living. By the time they're 30, Sigmas see that chasing constant euphoria is a losing game. Real fulfillment happens when your daily actions reflect your deeper sense of purpose. Number 4. Realizing not every decision needs public approval. Few things stifle growth like the need for constant validation. It might be friends telling you your dreams are unrealistic, or relatives raising an eyebrow at your unorthodox choices. Sigma males figure out that winning everyone's approval is both impossible and unnecessary. If a decision aligns with their core principles and genuinely moves their life forward. They'll make it, regardless of the backlash. This can manifest in various ways: quitting a stable job to start a business, walking away from toxic social circles, or relocating to a new city alone. While critics may label these moves as impulsive or selfish, Sigmas understand that some of the best life choices can appear illogical from the outside. By 30, they've learned that appeasing the masses often comes at the cost of self-fulfillment. They'd rather endure short-term friction for long-term progress than live comfortably in a cage built by others' opinions. Number 5. Refusing to let past labels define you. Everyone accumulates labels over time. The shy one, the screw-up, the party animal, or the underachiever. These labels can feel like chains that never break. Sigma males, however, become experts at discarding outdated identities. Maybe they made mistakes in their teens or 20s, but they're not interested in letting those mistakes dictate their future. Instead of obsessively replaying old failures, they focus on who they want to become. This mindset isn't about denial. It's about transformation. When a Sigma male decides that he's no longer the person people remember him to be, he realigns his habits, environment, and self-talk to reflect his new path. That could mean changing social circles, leaving unproductive jobs, or developing a totally different skill set. By 30, many Sigmas have reinvented themselves at least once, proving that self-reinvention isn't just possible, it's often necessary for true growth. Number 6. Avoiding the trap of perfectionism. At first glance, striving for perfection might look commendable, but by age 30, Sigma males grasp a harsh reality. Perfection can paralyze you. Imagine an endless cycle of tweaking and polishing a project, never releasing it because it's not perfect yet. Meanwhile, the world keeps moving, and opportunities pass you by. Sigmas opt for a different approach. Good enough to launch, learn from feedback, then refine. This doesn't mean they're sloppy. It means they value progress over stagnation. If you aim for 100% flawlessness in everything, you risk never finishing anything. Sigmas learn to release their work at 80 to 90% completion, gather real-world input, and then improve iteratively. This mindset is crucial in careers, side hustles, and personal development. Whether it's publishing a book, launching a product, or trying a new workout plan, Sigmas take informed action instead of waiting endlessly for perfection. Number 7. Recognizing the fragility of relationships. Some friendships and relationships thrive for a season, then fade without major drama. Sigma males face this fact head-on. As people change jobs, relocate, or shift priorities, connections often weaken or dissolve. Instead of clinging to friendships that no longer serve mutual growth, Sigmas focus on nurturing the ones that truly matter. They understand that forced loyalty can be draining when life paths diverge. It's not that they don't care. It's that they acknowledge life's natural ebb and flow. By age 30, a Sigma has likely seen at least a few once close friends drift away. Rather than feeling betrayed or resentful, he chooses to cherish good memories while channeling his emotional energy into bonds that align with his current life stage. This pragmatic approach spares him from bitterness and makes him appreciate genuine connections even more. Number 8. Resisting the urge to one-up others. In a world that glorifies success and achievement, it's common to see people bragging about promotions, relationships, or material gains. Sigma males take a different tack. They don't jump into the boasting game. If someone's flaunting their achievements, a Sigma might respond with a simple nod or neutral acknowledgement, then steer the conversation elsewhere. Why? Because he sees one-upping as an endless cycle. There's always a bigger fish or a grander milestone. This humble stance often earns them deeper respect. When a Sigma chooses not to compete for the spotlight, he's signaling self-assurance. He knows his worth doesn't hinge on showing off. It frees him from the mental exhaustion of comparing himself to every high flyer he meets. By 30, a Sigma male has usually lived enough life to realize that true success is quiet, internally validated, and not dependent on besting the next guy in line. Number 9. Letting go of the desire to be understood. It's natural to want the people around you, family, friends, colleagues, to grasp why you make certain choices. Sigma males learn a stark lesson. No matter how clearly they explain themselves, some people will never get it. Their worldview might be too different, or their biases too ingrained. Instead of endlessly defending or clarifying their actions, Sigmas invest that energy into pursuing their goals. This doesn't mean they shut everyone out. They'll still exchange ideas with those who are genuinely curious or open-minded, but they don't lose sleep over skeptics who refuse to see reason. Paradoxically, many Sigmas find that the best way to show the validity of their choices is by delivering results. Over time, people who once doubted them often come around. Yet by then, the Sigma male may have moved on, no longer needing that external validation. Number 10. Learning to say no without guilt. Society often pressures men to be helpful and accommodating, even at the cost of their own well-being. Sigmas discover that constantly saying yes to every favor, invitation, or commitment leaves them drained and directionless. By age 30, they've mastered the art of politely but firmly declining what doesn't serve their goals or mental health. And here's the kicker. No isn't a negative word. It's a boundary that preserves your finite energy and resources for what truly matters. Whether it's turning down a party that conflicts with an important project or refusing to loan money when it disrupts your financial stability, Sigmas accept that a short-term disappointment can prevent a long-term regret. The result: genuine freedom to focus on what they value most. By the time a Sigma male hits 30, he's already navigated a minefield of social expectations, personal failures, and eye-opening truths. But these lessons don't break him. They refine him, teaching him to dominate life with a clear head and an unwavering sense of purpose. Each setback or harsh realization becomes a stepping stone, propelling him closer to a life shaped by authenticity, purpose, and unapologetic self-respect. Do you agree with the points I mentioned in this video? We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. For more deep dives into the Sigma male mindset, be sure to check out our other videos. Thank you for watching and being a part of our community. If you're ready to continue your journey toward achieving greatness, hit the like button and subscribe so you won't miss out on future videos. Click here to see why Sigma males avoid social gatherings.